Right, let's get straight into it. Everyone knows Ray Dalio, yeah? The Gandalf of hedge funds, founder of Bridgewater, biggest on the planet. The geezer who wrote Principles, the book that's basically the official sponsor of every LinkedIn Crypto Bros profile picture.
The one they put next to Sun Tzu's The Art of War, but have read neither. The Bible for becoming a thought leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one. His whole brand is, I'm a benevolent genius, here are the keys to the kingdom. All that jazz about radical truth and radical transparency.
That's the one. Well, the thing is, a new book's just dropped. Rob Copeland's The Fund, and it's basically pulled back the curtain.
Oh, yeah?
And it ain't pretty. It paints a picture that says, forget benevolent genius.
Right.
Think more cult leader with a Bloomberg terminal.
Say no more, I'm all ears. So the guru has a dark side. Spill the tea, fam. What's he been hiding?
Okay, so all boils down to how he uses this radical transparency idea. In a normal workplace, that means being honest in meetings and not talking behind people's backs.
Yeah.
Simple. At Bridgewater, it means you're living in a corporate version of Big Brother.
Okay.
And trust me, Davina Calais is not showing up to save you.
You're joking. What, like cameras in the toilets?
Not quite, but close. They record basically every single meeting.
Wow.
Every word you say is on tape, but the maddest part is the tech they use.
Okay.
They have this app called the Dot Collector. You're on your company-issued iPad in a meeting, and you have to constantly, in real time, rate everyone else in the room on a scale of 1 to 10.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. So I'm in a meeting trying to pitch an idea, and I can literally look at my screen and see that my boss is giving me a 2 out of 10 for creativity while I'm still talking.
Yeah.
That is absolutely peak. My anxiety would be through the roof.
Through the roof. And it's not just big stuff. They have issue logs where you have to log a quota of complaints about your colleagues every single week.
No.
The book says people were logging things like the peas in the cafeteria salad bar are wilted just to hit their targets.
Allow it. That's not radical transparency. That's just a state-sponsored snitching system. It's a grass-up culture, weaponized.
Totally.
No wonder the book says employees are often seen crying in the bathrooms. I would be.
And if you really mess up, you get invited to what they call a public hanging.
A what? You can't just throw that term around.
I'm not. They do. Dalio drags you into a room, sometimes in front of dozens of your colleagues, and just tears you to absolute shreds.
Jeez.
And here's the kicker. They film it.
They film it? Nah, that is long. That's a different level of toxic. What for? A souvenir?
Worse, they put it in a central database called the Transparency Library.
Right.
For training.
Right.
One of the most infamous clips was of this top female exec who he just berated relentlessly until she had a full-on animalistic breakdown.
Oh my God.
He then had it edited, titled it Pain plus Reflection equals Progress, and made new hires watch it.
Pain plus reflection equals progress. That sounds like Jigsaw would say in the Saw movie. So the bloke who wrote the book on learning from your mistakes, his actual method is to humiliate people on camera for sport.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is breathtaking. And the ego on this guy, it's a wonder he can fit it in a room. He created this whole system of baseball cards for every employee with all their stats and scores on about like 77 different attributes.
Wow.
He ran into a little problem though.
The algorithm he built ranked 2 of his deputies as more believable than him.
Oh, you just know that sent him spinning. How did Mr. Radical Truth handle that little slice of reality?
He couldn't have it, so he just changed the algorithm. He had himself hard-coded as the baseline.
No way.
His rating was now, and I'm quoting from the book here, numerically bulletproof to negative feedback.
Are you serious? So it's radical transparency for thee, but not for me.
Exactly.
He literally rigged his own game to make sure the computer always told him he was the smartest guy in the room. That is the definition of a melt. It's wild.
But wait, it gets weirder. Guess who his general counsel was for a few years, helping him oversee some of these bizarre internal inquisitions?
Go, hit me.
James Comey.
Shut up. You're lying. The former FBI director, but her emails, James Comey.
The very same. Before he was battling Trump, he was earning a cool $7 million a year at Bridgewater.
Wow.
The book alleges Comey was involved in a plot to entrap an employee. They left a binder out on a desk to see if anyone would snoop, caught some junior guy having a flick through, put him on a makeshift trial, and fired him.
This is beyond parody. A future FBI director is running a sting operation over a binder at a hedge fund.
Yeah.
Wall Street is genuinely a different planet, operating under different laws of physics.
It's a simulation, I'm telling you, and the graphics are getting lazy. But the hypocrisy isn't just internal. You know how Dalio's been on this big world tour lately, positioning himself as a philosopher king, talking about wealth inequality and the fall of empires?
Yeah, I've seen the clips. Very serious face, stroking his chin, acting like he's a tenured history professor who just happens to manage $160 billion.
Right. Well, this man of the people is also a massive investor in China. And when a journalist asked him about the human rights abuses, the situation with the Uyghurs, political dissidents disappearing, do you know what his answer was?
I'm bracing myself. This is going to be bad, isn't it?
He said, you have to look at it from their point of view.
Okay.
He compared the Chinese government to a strict parent.
A strict parent? A strict parent might ground you or take away your PlayStation.
Right.
They don't commit genocide and harvest organs. The absolute unmitigated cheek of that. That's disgusting.
See? So on one hand, he's Mr. Principles, deeply concerned about the moral fabric of society. On the other, he's comparing a totalitarian regime to a strict dad, all while his fund is making bare money over there.
And that's the real dark side, isn't it? The weird office culture is one thing. That's just a billionaire on an ego trip.
Yeah.
But this shows the principles are completely for sale. The only principle that's not for sale is the one that says secure the bag at all costs. It's all hollow.
Exactly. So what's the lesson here for us, normal folk, the people not running hedge funds? For me, it's a massive warning about the cult of the guru. Anyone selling you a perfect, shiny system for life or investing, anyone who acts like a messiah, you have to start looking for the hypocrisy. The bigger the saint, the darker the shadow.
100%. The public persona is just marketing. The real alpha is seeing the gap between their brand and their behavior.
Right.
And if a billionaire starts talking about radical transparency, you should probably check your pockets and hold on to your wallet. It's usually a one-way street.
True say. A proper street smart lesson in not drinking the Kool-Aid, no matter how much they're spending to advertise it.
Well, this has been a journey from office snitching and wilted peas to full-blown China propaganda. Ray Dalio. What a character.
He's something else, that's for sure. Right, that's probably enough Dalio bashing for one day. Massive thanks to everyone tuning in to the Big Short Club. If you want to keep the chat going and have a laugh about this, you know what to do.
Yeah, the link to the chat group is down below. And if you enjoyed the episode and want to say thanks, the best way is to sign up with our CEX ref link. Hop in the group, we're tearing this stuff apart all week. Have a good one, people.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. Can a company's culture be both incredibly successful and deeply toxic? Or does the toxicity always eventually become its downfall?
Good question.
Let us know what you think in the group chat. Laters.